The blues was more than likely conceived right when Africans were being loaded and planked, stacked on top of each other, to lie in their own waste and filth in the holds of slave ships. I think that's probably where it was conceived. I believe that it was developed, and the agony and the conditions that created that, the development probably began on the auction blocks when my people were being sold. And I think it was finally birthed on the plantations, in the cotton fields, in the tobacco fields, the rice and the sugarcane fields of the South, because it actually became an expression that was acceptable. The drums had been taken away. I don't think people realized that an African could not possess a drum on American soil. Once they realized that even though they didn't speak the English language and they were deliberately separated so that they could not communicate large groups with each other, the drum could still talk. So they didn't have the drum. They had been given a religion, and in an acceptable form, they could bring some of the rhythms and melodies and the scales of Africa, and they used the acceptable religion. They codified, if you will, that religious theme into messages that they could talk to each other in, so that the overseer and the master would know what they were talking about. And out of those lyrics and out of those field hollers, it evolved into Negro spirituals, which evolved into gospel music. And on the chain gangs and the work crews, it took on some secular meanings. And that's how the blues got to the point where people heard it and it came into its commercial form.